Hi Andy, this is the 8th class chapter 3, the world of microorganisms part 2. మైక్రోఆర్గానిజమ్స్ ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఆర్ ఫోర్స్ అంటే ఎనిమీసా లేకపోతే ఫ్రెండ్స్ అని అడుగుతున్నారనమాట. మైక్రో ఆర్గానిజమ్స్ ఆర్ ప్రజెంట్ ఇన్ ఎయిర్, వాటర్, సాయిల్ అండ్ విత్ ఇన్ ద బాడీస్ ఆఫ్ ఎనిమల్స్ అండ్ ప్లాంట్స్. సమ్ మైక్రో ఆర్గానిజమ్స్ ఆర్ వెరీ యూస్ఫుల్ అండ్ హెల్ప్ us in many ways while some of them are harmful. In this section we will study about how microorganisms help us and how they harm us. Useful microorganisms. Some microorganisms are very useful to our everyday life. For example, in making of a curd and preparation of idli, dosa, bread and cake, some microorganisms are also useful in preparation of medicines required to cure different diseases. Some of them are farmer friendly as they increase soil fertility. Let us do some activities to grow microbes and produce products used by us. Take some lukewarm milk in two small bowls. Add a few drops of buttermilk or little curd in one of the bowls. In the second bowl, do not add anything. Keep the two bowls in the warm place and observe the changes in the bowls after 5 to 6 hours. What changes do you observe? What is the reason for this? Curd or buttermilk contains a bacterium named lactobacillus which convert the milk into curd. Activity 2. Take 100 grams of maida in a bowl, add 1 or 2 spoons of yeast powder, add some hot water and knead it to make a dough. Keep the dough in a warm place. Observe the dough after 3 to 4 hours. What changes did you observe in the dough? What might be the reason? Discuss with your friends and write about it. You might have observed your mother preparing fermented foods like idli and dosa. What could be the reason for preparing idli and dosa dough a day before cooking it? Cups containing maida dough. In which of the two cups yeast was added to maida dough? In bakery, when yeast is added to the dough for preparing bread, the dough rises. This is due to the production of carbon dioxide gas during the process of fermentation. Bubbles of the gas makes the dough spongy in nature. In which of the two cups yeast was added to the maida dough? In bakery, when yeast is added to the dough for preparing bread, the dough rises. This is due to the production of carbon dioxide gas during the process of fermentation. Bubbles of the gas makes the dough spongy in nature. Commercial use of microorganisms. Commercial use of microorganisms. Take 2 bowls half filled with water and add 5 teaspoons of sugar to each beaker. Then add 2 to 3 spoons of yeast to any one of the 2 bowls. Close the both bowls with the lid and keep them in a warm place. After 3 to 4 hours, remove the lids and smell the contents. What difference did you observe between the 2 bowls? What may be the reason for the odor in yeast mixed bowl? What may be the reason for the odor in yeast mixed bowl? This is the characteristic smell of the alcohol. Sugars are converted into alcohol by yeast. This process of conversion of sugars into alcohol is known as a fermentation. The process of conversion of sugars into alcohol is known as a fermentation. This process is used on large scale in production of alcohol, wine, beer, etc. Yeast grown in natural sugars present in grains like barley, wheat, rice and crushed fruit juices like grapes. Medicinal use of microorganisms. Medicinal use of microorganisms. Sometimes when we fall ill or get injured, doctors prescribes some medicines that kill the microorganisms or bacteria which causes diseases. Such medicines are called antibiotics. These antibiotics are produced by growing specific microorganisms such as fungi. Nowadays, a number of antibiotics like penicillin, tetracycline, streptomycin and erythromycin are being produced. Antibiotics help in curing many bacterial diseases like typhoid, gonorrhea, diarrhea, tuberculosis and prevent infections like septicemia. Antibiotics are also used to control the bacterial diseases in plants and animals. Medicinal use of microorganisms. Sometimes when we fall ill or get injured, doctors prescribe some medicines that kill the microorganisms which causes diseases. Such medicines are called antibiotics. These antibiotics are produced by growing specific microorganisms such as a fungi. Nowadays a number of antibiotics like penicillin, tetracycline, streptomycin and erythromycin are being produced. Antibiotics help in curing many bacterial diseases like typhoid, diarrhea, diarrhea, tuberculosis, and prevent infections like septicemia. Antibiotics are also used to control the bacterial diseases in plants and animals. We must use antibiotics prescribed by a qualified doctor. If we use antibiotics without consulting a qualified doctor, it may harm us. Unnecessary use of antibiotics after it affect the blood cells which fight infections and also cause resistance towards the antibiotics. Sometimes they may kill useful bacteria in our body too. Dr. Alexander Fleming was an army doctor during the First World War. He observed that many injured soldiers died because of bacterial infections of wounds. He was working on antibiotics in his lab. Accidentally, one day he observed that some fungi mold were preventing the growth of bacteria in the petri dish in which he has growing bacterial colonies. He separated the substances released by the fungus and tested in some other diseases causing bacteria. This substance also killed those diseases causing bacteria. The fungus was identified as a Penicillium notatum. The substance which was produced by the fungus Penicillium was named as a penicillin. The discovery of antibiotic penicillin was announced in 1929. In 1949, the Alexander Fleming was awarded the Nobel Prize along with other scientists, namely Howard Florey and Dr. Ernest Chain. The discovery of penicillin paved the way to the discovery of many antibiotics like streptomycin, erythromycin, etc. Inventor of aramycin. Inventor of aramycin, Dr. Yellapragada Subbarao was born in West Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh state, India. He discovered some antibiotics like tetracycline which cure number of bacterial diseases like typhoid, plague, tuberculosis. So Yellapragada Subbarao invented the antibiotic like tetracycline అనమాట.